Hey Biz Babes! Okay, Facebook is a bit of a mean bitch these days because whenever I want to add a filter to my live streams, maybe I can add it now, let's see. Or whenever I want to add a description of what we're actually doing here, it's kicking me off. And I tried to do like a million live streams during the last 24 hours, including paid trainings, and it kicked me off. Still doesn't work. Bitch. But without filter and without title, it does work. So I'm going to add that later on my computer. I wanted to share with you the end of my Master NLP practitioner because yesterday I finally finished, got my certificate, like this super big, like this big, so you could put it on your wall. Well, I don't have a wall, I don't have a home, I'm fully traveling the world, but it's been amazing. So this will be, it changes my life, it changes how I work with my clients, it changes everything, the conversation I'm having. But basically I want to share with you the board breaking because that was very, very cool. So basically what we did in the training was everybody got a wooden board and we had to write our limiting beliefs and our limiting stories on the wooden board. So I did that in perfectionism, like very pretty handwriting, of course. And then at the end of the course, we learned how to break the board with our hands. So I've literally split this wooden board with my hands in half yesterday. And here is what was interesting about that. So first of all, there's two things about breaking a board with your hand. I'm actually considering to include that in my retreats or in my workshops because I think it's such a powerful experience. I would have to look into what kind of insurance you need for participants to do this. So the first thing is modeling. So the trainer showed us how to do it. You do need a certain technique on how to smash through that board, like how to hit it with your hands so you don't break your fingers and all those kind of things. And it's about modeling a person, which is a symbol for modeling success habits, for modeling how other people do their mindset journaling, how they change their beliefs, how they get stuff done in their business, how they create multi-million-dollar empires, how they create a six-figure coaching business, whatever it is you want to create. Modeling people is a key skill that I've learned and I've always applied. That's why I'm always working with mentors and coaches. I can't see any comments or who's watching. I'm really not super happy with the technology of this live stream. My apologies. Facebook is really a bit of a bitch these days. And the second thing, apart from modeling how the trainer exactly did it, is mindset. Is what are you thinking when you do it? If you think, oh my God, I hope I don't hurt my hand, not helpful. If you think, oh my God, I can't do it, not helpful. And I caught myself. So first of all, to be honest, now I saw Hey Lovely, but I don't see who it is. It's like all spinning here and I can't really see the comments. I'll get my laptop in a second. So basically, my first thought was, well, if at the end of the course they're going to teach you how to break through a wooden board with your hand, surely that can be done. Surely they're doing that at every single course. It's like the firewalk with Tony Robbins. I had the same belief there. The firewalk with Tony Robbins is done by 12,000 people at one event, so it can't be dangerous. It can't be that bad. It can't be that painful. It can't be such a big deal if 12,000 people at an event do it. Same I thought for the board breaking. Well, if everybody's doing it, I assume everybody can do it and will just be easy and everybody will smash their board and get some applause and easy peasy. I thought that until the first person struggled. And then I thought, ooh, what if I don't get this done? Normal, I guess. So there were indeed people struggling and it was very, very interesting to watch because you could literally see in the physiology of people who's going to make it and who's not going to make it in their current state. You could literally see who is focused on smashing through this goal and can see it as it's already done and is showing up as a level of certainty, and who's showing up with uncertainty. And every single person that walked into this situation to break through the board in uncertainty did it half-hearted, scared, and didn't get it done. They hurt themselves actually because they just hit the board and it was like, oh, okay, shit, that didn't work. I didn't get through it. So luckily, I actually got through in the very first attempt and I was really lucky and grateful, and I was really proud to have my board in two pieces afterwards. But it was very, very interesting to watch. And I think it would have been a very interesting lesson for me actually if I would have failed the first time. Because I think the real learning curve for me in this NLP course or in life or in business is I think I would have struggled if I wouldn't have gotten through the wooden board the first time. And most people did. The people who didn't get through it the first time had new thoughts. They had thoughts like, oh shit, I didn't get it done. And that hurts. And the next time you're like, okay, I'm trying again, but I hope it doesn't hurt again. That's a completely different state to be in than I'm certain it's a done deal, of course, bum. And that's been huge. And most people got it done because, I mean, that's what we've learned the whole course and what was the idea of the whole lessons we've learned, how you get yourself into that state of absolute certainty. Seeing that you can do it, hearing the board crack before it's even done, and visualizing how your hand goes through the board and just being fully focused on that board, not on the people around you, not on, like I gave someone my phone to film it so I can actually share it because everybody said, can you do a video? And yeah, it was an amazing experience. I was completely high afterwards. I felt like after a Tony Robbins event, I'm still fully on fire and full with energy, and I feel like I can smash through any limiting belief with people now because I now know how to change it in their subconscious mind. This is so epic, you have no idea. You will see, I actually believe that I'm going to do coaching in a way that nobody else in regards of business coaching is doing it right now. All the mindset coaches that are out there, this is transforming my work in a massive way because I now know how I can change or slide in things into your subconscious mind whilst we're having a conversation. And that's not always obvious. It probably will not be obvious to my clients at all. It's just how I learned to confuse your conscious mind to then slide in an embedded command into your subconscious mind. Plus hypnosis. So my clients are going to get a guided hypnosis specifically to their limiting beliefs now, that you then can listen to reprogram your subconscious mind. And you know I'm a huge fan of the subconscious mind. I don't believe you can achieve anything if your subconscious mind is not on board. And I've seen it a million times with my clients and with myself. If you have a goal, but your subconscious just doesn't feel it, doesn't get it, is not aligned with it, doesn't even want it because it's not aligned with your values, you will not get there. I've seen it a million times. It's people not achieving their money goals, self-sabotaging, not getting stuff done even though they say they want to get stuff done, not starting their business even though they say they want to start their business, not getting the business off the ground, not scaling to the next level, not hiring people, whatever it is that your next level is that you say you want it. If that's not happening, it's usually because there's a mismatch between what your conscious goals are and what your subconsciousness is running in regards of patterns. And the most common patterns we're running are being not comfortable with being uncomfortable. So the subconscious mind of most people craves certainty. That's the number one need of most people in the world. I'd say it's maybe not mine. I guess my number one need is variety, but I have a pretty not so certain life already created. I was completely different as well. When I was like 5 years ago, my number one need was certainty. That's why I was scared to quit my job. That's why I was scared to leave Germany. That's why I was scared to leave everything behind and jump into the unknown. Because the unknown was freaking scary to me. And that is what most subconscious minds run. Most subconscious minds are, ooh, that's unknown. Let's stick to what's familiar. Even if what's familiar is not what you want and what's really shitty, your subconscious will go to what's familiar and stay there. Because it doesn't really it's usually not a huge fan of change. It's usually not a huge fan of discomfort, and it's usually not a big fan of new things. Your subconscious mind doesn't like new things. It will always go back to the beliefs that you have repeated and heard and said your whole life instead of the new affirmation that you've just repeated 5 times. It will always find proof for what it always found proof. So what your subconscious believes to be true, it will scan the world for proof. And it's so interesting to learn how you can change that. And I can't even tell you. If you ever get the opportunity, I've started with a NLP practitioner, and now that I've done the master NLP practitioner, I feel like the practitioner was nothing. I knew nothing. It was just theory about NLP. But on the master level, you actually really learn how to use conversations to anchor people and to slide commands into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is pretty awesome because it takes on commands. It takes on everything you say. I've learned so much about the subconscious mind. I'm in love with it. I love your subconscious mind. You have to talk to it nicely because it picks up on everything you say. So even if you gossip about other people, it picks up what you say. And what your subconscious mind doesn't do is filter. It doesn't filter, oh, she's bitching about someone else, but she's actually not talking about us, she's talking about this other person. Your subconscious mind picks up, we're angry, we're bitching, we hear words like bitch and whatever it is, and it's just like a sponge absorbing this. So you have to be very, very careful what you say and what you think, even about others. I mean, you shouldn't bitch about others anyway, but this is a very good reason on why you should not. Because your subconscious will pick up the negative words, the negative energy, and will... Does that make sense? I hope I can explain this. I feel like I've learned so many things and I want to share it with the world, and I want to make, I want to train NLP, and I want to educate people to become a master NLP practitioner because it's so mind-blowing. Every person every president in the world should know these skills. I don't even understand how you can be a real influencer or a big leader without knowing those things, because they're so important what you can actually do with it. Hey everyone, I see the comments popping up on the left, but I don't see the names, so my apologies if I'm not super saying hi your name. The live stream function of the Facebook app doesn't seem to work since 1 or 2 days. I can only use it without a filter, without a title. So this is how I look without a filter, and I can't see the comments. So I'll probably reply to all comments once I hop off, and I will add a title as well. Yeah, I don't know. None of my buttons are working here. Maybe this button is working? No. If you don't see me pink right now, the button isn't working. Anyway, I just wanted to really share that before I'm going to throw the board away. So everybody's like, are you keeping it? No, it's not handy to travel around the world with it. I actually kept it for the last 4 weeks because the course was over 4 weeks, and I got that on day 1. Wrote on there my limiting beliefs, and I don't have them anymore. I've literally smashed through them once I smashed through that board, which is pretty epic. So I'm going to throw that board away. But I'm considering to include board breaking in my in-person events, like retreats in Sydney and Bali, because it's such a powerful experience to understand that you can model someone and get the same result, and that it's super important that you have the certainty to say, it's already a done deal, I'm not even considering that it's not. And that makes or breaks the deal. It made the whole difference for the people who smashed through that board in the first attempt, and that the people that it took 40 times to smash that board. And I was really grateful that I got through it in the first attempt, to be honest. I'm celebrating myself still for this achievement. So I've shared the video on my private profile if you want to watch that. Maybe it's not exciting for you to watch, but I was really proud, to be honest. I am still pretty proud. And yeah, I'm going to give as much as I can to you in regards of how you can use this, how you can reprogram your brain, how you can get rid of beliefs. It was mind-blowing. You have no idea. There were people who had phobias their whole life. There was a guy who was completely traumatized in my course because he was in an earthquake in New Zealand when he was 7, and he saw several people die in front of him. And we healed that, the trainer healed that in a 10-minute session. So you can heal phobias, you can heal anxiety. We were talking about depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, anything that's in your subconscious mind. And I don't even understand clinical psychology anymore. It took me years and years and years in Germany with classic clinical psychology to work through stuff which I feel like didn't do much, to be honest. When there is tools like hypnotherapy, hypnosis, and NLP that can do so much for people. I don't know yet. I feel like it's my new mission to bring NLP into this world, literally. So I was always a bit reluctant to start my own coaching school. I have a license to start my own life coaching school from the Universal Coaching Institute. And I feel like this was maybe the missing piece. The missing piece was that I actually want to have a life coaching school with NLP. So stay tuned for that one if that's a topic you're more interested in. And it's not even only for coaches. Every single person should be capable of using this in every single dialogue to solve conflict, to have a good relationship, to smash through their money mindset. I have so many inspired ideas. So I'm thinking of a money mindset course. I'm thinking of a visibility queen course. I'm thinking of doing NLP for high-level entrepreneurs. all coming. Hey girls, again, sorry I don't see the comments properly. I see like half a little comment here that says hello, but I don't see who it's coming from. I really hope Facebook is fixing this, because tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream with Christy Westerfield in this group where we're going to cover legal basics. So she's going to give you a proper legal training. What do you need in your business? When do you need what? Where can you buy this? Why can you not steal a privacy policy from someone else's website like I've done when I started my business? And what do you really need in place to be protected? And I bring Christy on that live stream because she's the one that saved me when I was not protected and then things started to actually happen. I can only recommend to get those things in place before you actually need them. Most people will probably wait until they actually need them. And now that I'm actually seeing how my Facebook thingy is not working, I see that I don't have a end screen button, like end live stream. Ha ha ha. So how am I going to end this live stream without a end live stream button, Facebook? You're so funny. Okay, girls. Thanks for watching, and I will now try to stop this live stream, and I have no clue how. Just close the app, or what am I going to do? Facebook. I know there's 7 people on, and I just want to say goodbye. Sorry girls, I'm just bringing it to an end, and now I see only that there's a long comment popped up and I can't read it. Which is a bummer. I do my live streams to engage with you and to read your comments. Okay girls. Oh, now I can read it. LED. Clinical psychology allows people to understand themselves and what's happening more fully. To work through the emotions and the associated trauma. NLP is sort of a shortcut, yes, totally, to rewiring the brain without going through the understanding aspect that's talking. Yes, totally. That's a wonderful summary. LED, you've wonderfully summarized that. So NLP is not going into the whole story. In fact, they don't need the story at all. You can heal phobias without knowing what the phobia is. You can heal trauma without the person having to tell you the trauma. So it's literally the shortcut to just rewiring the brain instead of rolling it all up again, which personally for me wasn't helpful. This whole, why are you depressed? Well, because my life sucks, and my life sucks because this and this and this and this. It didn't help me. It was just making me more depressed because I was talking all day long about how my life sucked and why I'm depressed. I think taking the longer therapy route can have a lot of benefits, but I also see NLP as a very powerful tool for healing, and much will depend on what the person wants and needs. I don't even think, so, okay, summary. For me, therapy is backwards, like healing stuff, healing trauma, healing illness, and NLP and coaching is forward stuff. So NLP is literally to help people to get to where they want to go fast, without going through past. It's not, we don't go, with my clients, I'm not going through your like childhood traumas or the whole story. We're going through the beliefs that you currently have, because that's what's currently holding you back. But that's about it. I'm working very future directed with coaching and NLP. But yeah, that's a wonderful description. And now I will actually see all your comments. Magic. Hey Belinda. Hey Rihanna. Hey LED. Yeah, I love NLP. But yeah, that's a great description, LED. Okay, now I have a finish button as well. Probably now the filters work as well, huh? No, the filters still don't work. Now I clicked on them. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry, I hope the Facebook Live feature will be back properly tomorrow, because I still have a couple of things I want to live stream about and share about, especially visibility training on how to get clients, how to get more people, and yeah, I'm thinking of more content about how to use NLP actually. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with pretty filter again.